Shoprite, as you know, is the largest retailer in sub-Saharan Africa. It focuses on discount sales of everyday items, including beauty products.
Yeah, so why are we talking about this one? Well, yes, as you point out, Bronwyn, it's got a whole aisle full of stuff that you can use for staying clean and shiny. But in addition to that, it's actually got 140 Medirite branded stores. That's pharmacies inside of hypermarkets, which, you know, also do dispensing generally of drugs as well.
Market cap, we're sitting with 91.5 billion rand on this stock. We've got a PE of 21.9, divvy here of 2.2.
Right, so clearly this is a large cap retailer of groceries with a side business in the space we're interested in today.
Yes.
But it touches on the same themes, doesn't it? I mean, let's look at the share chart, the share price chart.
Let's try that again. There we go.
No, not looking so rosy, actually.
It's not.
Where's its kick up on the top, on the right-hand side? Well, the part of the reason for that is look how well it does in 2011 and 12. It goes from 70 Rand to like 210. So I think it just blew its boots. It just went too hot, too
potentially
hard.
the market just expecting too much of Shoprite.
Yeah. So as good as Whitey Basson and his team were, as excellent and as market leading as they were in distribution centers and rollouts into the balance of the African continent, people just got probably a little bit too excited. But
is it time to get excited about the story again? That's perhaps
I think
the
it is. I think
question.
it is, because I think the net growth in the middle classes in Africa, this is perfectly positioned to do that for you. It's got and done a lot of hard work getting a store footprint in places like Angola, Nigeria, and all sorts of other regional players.
There's definitely an Africa premium to the Shoprite story.
And they customize what they sell in these different countries based on what they think the market will bear, what they can handle with regard to their cold chain distribution system, the scale of store opportunities that they can find, plus the issues they may have with sourcing locally as well as imports via the port and all that kind of stuff. Very good operators. So
let's talk about the value unlock here, Paul, because we need a kicker. Let's put the share price graph up again. We need something that's going to take us.
Well, I think the kicker will be continued solid earnings, which they'll continue, I'm sure, to deliver. There may be a management transition in due course, which I don't think would necessarily be a positive because people love Whitey Basson. The other thing just to keep in the back of your mind is that there is a crossover here with Christo Visa. And we know that Christo Visa has just pushed Shoprite out on its own in one boat, and then it has Steinhoff and Pepkor in the other boat. And there are many people that think that at some point those two may be teamed up under Marcus Jooster's leadership, perhaps, and in that scenario we could be looking at a global discount retailer with strong emerging market footprint.
Would you buy it in anticipation of such a move?
No, that's a little bit too far out to talk about, and that's a bit sort of speculative, and you can't really say. Remember, Visa doesn't own the whole of this business. He owns like 12 and probably speaks for another 4 or 5%. So maybe he's got sort of a 20% influence over what happens with Shoprite.
Anything else you want to bring to our attention before we call it hot or not?
Well, look, I think they're perfectly positioned and it's too cheap. 20 PE is beginning to look like the earnings have now grown into that previously excessive valuation. So hot for me.
Hot for you.